We've all been there. You invite some friends over for a movie night, and everyone ends up awkwardly huddled around a 15-inch laptop screen. The obvious fix is to upgrade to a proper 80-inch smart TV, but doing that means spending well over $1,000. That massive sticker shock naturally pushes a lot of us toward the exact same compromise, searching online for budget projectors under $150. The problem is that price bracket is a minefield of deceptive marketing. The biggest trap you'll see is a sticker loudly claiming 1080p support. This animated pixel grid diagram shows why that phrase is so misleading. Support usually means the hardware is actually native 720p. It takes a 1080p signal and stretches that smaller grid to fit a massive space, leaving you with a soft, out-of-focus image. Then there's the audio problem. Legacy budget models are notorious for cheap Bluetooth chips where the dialogue hits your speakers a full second behind the actor's lips. And finally, you get hit with the setup process, which usually requires downloading specific proprietary apps and buying a mess of third-party casting dongles just to get a picture on the wall. The HAPPRUN H1 enters this crowded market claiming to fix those three exact problems for right around $100. With over 8,000 reviews and heavy promotion on Amazon, we need to completely separate the marketing hype from the physical, optical reality of what this device can actually do. The HAPPRUN's primary technical claim is that it physically outputs true native 1920 by 1080 resolution. That high pixel density translates directly to practical usability. If you hook up a game console, the user interface and the small menu text are actually crisp enough to read from across the room. It also solves the movie night subtitle problem. You don't have to squint through blurry, pixelated letters like you do on older, upscaled models. Warning tone. But that sharp lens introduces a major trade-off. It is entirely dependent on the quality of the source material you feed it. Because the projection is so large and clear, it will brutally expose a low-quality stream. If your Wi-Fi drops your Netflix feed down to 480p or 720p, you are going to see every single imperfection magnified on your wall. To get that feed, you have a solid set of physical ports on the back, including the HDMI port, the USB slot, and AV connections. For standard hardware, like a PlayStation 5 or a laptop, it is a genuine plug-and-play experience. You connect the HDMI, and you're done. The smartest way to run this setup is by plugging a standard streaming stick directly into the back. That instantly turns the projector into a complete, standalone smart hub. However, if you plan on running your movies straight from your phone, there is a hidden cost. Smartphone mirroring is unsupported out of the box. You will have to buy a separate, specialized HDMI adapter to make that connection work.
So, while the HAPPRUN undeniably delivers on its promise of visual clarity, you have to supply high-quality input devices and the right adapters to actually see the image quality it's capable of. Next, we have to look at the LED light source, which is rated at 9500 lumens. The marketing materials promise that this brightness will let you project a massive, vibrant image anywhere from 40 to 200 inches. But projected light has a strict physical limit when it competes against ambient room light. This dual-axis chart tracks image washout against ambient light. As daylight starts to climb, contrast drops off sharply, leaving a faded picture. Compare that to a room with blackout curtains drawn. Realistically, your premium viewing window doesn't start until after sunset. Moving over to audio, the projector features built-in Bluetooth 5.1. This is highly practical if you live in an apartment. You can pair wireless headphones directly to the unit for completely silent late-night viewing. It makes it incredibly easy to connect a wireless soundbar and place it at the front of the room, near the screen, where sound belongs. And you will want to do that because the built-in physical speakers are a major limitation. They get reasonably loud, but they produce a completely flat sound profile with zero bass. Relying on the internal speakers kills the cinematic effect. Securing an external Bluetooth audio device is practically mandatory here. When you run the math on the setup, you need two things to make this work: a dark environment and your own audio hardware. The projector will absolutely deliver a theater experience, but only if you take strict control of your room's ambient light and bypass the internal speakers. The HAPPRUN H1 offers significant value, but its success relies entirely on your physical environment. It's built for a very specific type of viewer who has the right space for it.
If you are setting up a college dorm, outfitting a dedicated bedroom with the lights off, or hosting backyard night screenings, this is an incredibly efficient way to get a massive screen. It also holds up well for casual gamers who want a 150-inch display with low enough input lag to actually enjoy their console. On the flip side, there are clear scenarios where you should skip this product entirely. Looking at this quadrant matrix, we can see the exact target audience. If you need a display for a bright daytime conference room, if you are a home theater purist who needs 4K, or if you refuse to use external speakers, you will be disappointed. You need a dark room and a casual viewing mindset to get the best results here. Just a quick note, purchasing through the links below helps fund these independent reviews, and it never costs you anything extra. Be sure to check those links for the current pricing and any active bundle deals. Budget technology can work brilliantly for your home setup, as long as you respect its physical limits.